Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna continue on painting the little guy we were working on last time. Let him dry a little bit. There he is. Oh, nope. Can we get him in focus? There we are. Oh, still kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can flip a light on or something. Boom, that helped a little bit. Let's see if we can aim this light a little better. There. So as you can see, the red dried, and you can still see the highlights and the dark spots. Gold, of course, it dried, but you don't see any highlights or dark spots because it completely covered. But, it's still looking pretty good. And then that dark blue looks really nice. It's just kind of hard to see. So now I'm going to start working on the mask and some of the other pieces like the hands, stuff like that. So for the mask, I thought about going with, I think gas mask, I think black. So of course I'm gonna go with my Abaddon black. Shake it up because I haven't used it in a while. Now the problem with this is there's not really any highlights on it, but if there kind of is, but not really. The spots I'm gonna be doing is just gonna be just a flat black. I can always pop highlights on it later with like a little dry brush, little white dry brush. But for now, I am just going to use black, and I'm going to paint his mask. Whoops. Let's do it right about here. Yeah. So I'm just going to paint that mask black. Try and be real careful not to get anything else. Try not to. It's kind of hard to tell though, but it's so small. Okay, let's see here. Here. Okay, I think I got the mask. Now I did not do the eyes, and if I hit any on there, I didn't mean to, because I'm gonna come back over them with something else. But darken the mask, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. So what else? Should we do the belt black? Yeah, let's do a black belt on the back out here. Just a black in the middle. Kind of tiny. Very hard to see too. I'll go back over those little aglets later. But so I can do those red. I got that, and then on the outside edges I can go back with like a lighter, a gray, a darker gray, but that way it'll kind of match with the highlights. So there's that. We can do a little bit of black on the gun, like do like a little brush of some black on here. I want to do some metallic on here too, but I want to kind of, I don't know, play around and see what looks better. Try and leave the highlights alone as much as I possibly can. Just get some black on it and just kind of play. Yeah, I'll probably go back over this with silver, to be honest with you, because I can leave like certain parts black, but I might make it look like it's been black paint but scratched off throughout the years. Maybe that's what I'll do. We'll see. I am painting the bottom of this black, and I want to make sure that that's one thing that does get painted black, because I don't know. It looks cooler black, I guess. I can dry brush it with silver. I could do that. Yeah, I'll dry brush it with silver. So let's go ahead and paint the whole thing black. And then later on, we'll dry brush it with silver, kind of like how we did the dry brushes underneath to get that whole gray and white on top of the black primer. I'll just do a gray dry brush so you can see what I mean when I'm saying dry brush, because I say it awful lot and I haven't done it yet. Not on these videos anyway. And that way you can see what I'm talking about and see how it makes it pop. Because right now, a completely black gun is very flat. However, I did want to paint the boots black and his gloves black, so to match with the black gas mask. And then I can go back over these gloves later with a white dry brush to make them pop out again, so you can see those. Trying not to get it on the sword, but try and get his entire hand. Oops, I keep hitting the camera. Okay, here we go. There's that. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Boom. And get this hand too while we're at it. I got that hand. And look, it could have just done it when I was painting the gun black. Durr. Sometimes I worry about me. Okay. Oh, let's give one more bit of that. That looks like I got some of that gold on the handle up there. Get that back in there. Get the fingers, and we're good to go. Boop, 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 boop. Skibidi boop, boop. Okay. Now, also, do we want to paint? Now, the tank should probably be... Should we do the tank like silver or gold? Or do the tank black? I don't know. What do you guys think? Black tank, and then do highlights with it later. Sounds good. Okay, so let's get this tank painted black. Real careful not to get it on that red coat, because then we have to start all over again with that, and that would not be good. Go back to basing, priming the whole thing. Oh, it'd be horrible. Okay, so I'm just going to keep turning around my hand, trying not to touch anything that's wet. Too late. Just so as not to get the paint on anything else. As I hit the camera. Not even on camera. I'm on camera. Okay, cool. Kind of hard to paint and make sure I'm on camera at the same time. Black backpack's coming in pretty nicely there. I just want to make sure I don't get any on that silver. Which if I do, I can always go back over because it's silver covers. But, you know, if you can save yourself some time later on by just being careful now, it's so much easier in the long run. Keeps you from having to do stuff over and over and over. Trust me. Okay, now that's black. So let's see here. What else? Oh, the boots. We're going to do the boots black, right? Yeah, the boots would look good black. So let's get these black boots. And with the boots, I can always come back over them too with a white dry brush and make them pop some more too. I don't want to make them pop too much because I want them to be like a dark black. I might could put some mud on it. Make it look like he's been stomping through the mud a little bit. Because he does look like he's got these little clod hoppers on. I mean, these are like some work boots. Work. And go to work. Okay, let's see here. All right, still on camera. Good, here we go. Trying to get the back of this shoe finished up. Got all the cat hair off of it. 2 cats. One sheds way more than the other one. My wife's cat sheds more, just saying. Don't tell her I said that. Okay, one boot black. Looking good. Definitely better than this kind of grayish boot. Let's get this other boot painted. Let's get the hair off first. Luna, would you please leave your hair off of my models? Please and thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Okay. Yeah. Looking good. And no, when I do dry brush, I don't use this tiny brush, by the way. This tiny brush is only for painting like small little miniatures or small little details on any kind of models I paint. But I use this brush a lot, especially when I'm painting miniatures, because everything on it's small. And I got a big heavy hand that likes to shake, so I don't like to get everything kind of messed up. Okay, now I got the black on the boots. The mask, oh, I think I might want to go back over the mask again. It doesn't look black enough, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I thinned it out too much by stretching it around and okay, that's a little bit better. Not that we can really see it from here because it's so dirty. Okay, I'm gonna set this guy down, let him dry a little bit. Feel free to look around. Notice the little barrel guy with the gun. I thought that was hilarious. I printed that out the other day. Wash my brush off real quick. Okay, let's go back to that red that we were using earlier, because I forgot about the little clasp on the back of the jacket that hold the belt in. That would be part of that fabric. So let's pull this bad boy back out. Tap it down a little bit so we don't have it leaking all over the place. Okay, so on the back here, there's like these 3 little tabs. Those should have been red to begin with. So let's go ahead and pop those red. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure they just get good and covered. Boom. And if I notice anything else, like the back of his jacket over here doesn't look red enough, I can kind of go back over in these areas and add a little bit more red on top of it. It could just be where the shadows were, and it's fine because it will still dry like that. Oh, he's coming together. Like here we go. He's coming together now. It's like, okay. Oh, don't. Would you quit falling? I need to get him a base. That's not his base, by the way. That is the big dwarf mech base, I guess you could say. Okay, so let's see here. We said something about, oh, we need to add some gold fringe. Oh, shoot. While I had the red out, I meant to do the red. Pull that red back out. Getting old stinks. Don't ever do it. Matter of fact, I just checked just now just to make sure I was recording. You forget to do certain things when you get older. So I thought about it, and to pull this red together with this, I want to make these little sashes right here red. And I'm going to put gold fringe on it. So that one I'm going to do red. And that one I'm going to do red. Let me give them more red. How's that? Yeah. That looks good. Okay. Is there anything else red before I put this up? Actually, there's some spots out here that doesn't look like they got enough early. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to just go back over the whole thing just to smooth it out a little bit. Up under here, on here a little bit. Just give it some more red. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot the gold eagle on this hat. But I think I'm good with the red for now. So let's set the red down. Stay monkey. Okay. Wash this brush out. We'll pull out some gold and silver. Do some little details here and there. Okay. Let's see here. Gold. I was going to pull the gold back out. Just the Balthasar gold base. Because that little tiny eagle on the very tip top of his hat in the front, it needs to be gold to kind of match the other design. So here we go. Just a little bit on the tip. That's what she said. And we're just going to go right here. Just kind of get that little eagle. I think it's actually a skull with wings. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Let's see. Best we can do. But that pops it, right? Now, let's see. Is there anything? Oh, yeah, the gold fringe. So I don't want to do gold fringe on the bottom. So here's some gold fringe right here. There's some gold fringe right there. There we go. And then On the outside, this little buckle on the end here has like a little thing. I want to do that gold as well to kind of match the rest of it. And this little gold buckle I forgot about. Boom. Okay, any more gold anywhere? Did I want to do the little ringlets gold? Yes, I probably did. So let's see what we can do on these little ringlets. Let's see, there's one there. Here. And there. Little ringlets. That's cool. Okay, make sure I got all that. I think I missed a little spot right there. There we go. That's good. Wipe it off what I can off the red real quick. And that's looking good. Oh, I got the little ringlets on here too. There's a ringlet. Got those little ringlets. Okay, setting this bubba down. Now for the tip, the nose of the gas mask. I actually bought one from one of those army surpluses when I was a kid because I thought it was cool. That me and my friends like to go camping and paintballing and stuff. So I saw a gas mask. I'm like, dude, I'm getting this. It's so cool. I think I saw it at yard sale a couple years back. Anyway, the mask was black, but the front of it was kind of like an army green. So let's see here. Let me pick out a good green. That's kind of good, right? It's called Death World Forest. That sounds like a good name for a green for a gas mask. Let's shake this up a little bit. And pop that open. Oh yeah, it's a good green. Look at that. A nice green. Not that I can see it. Yeah, blue and yellow. I can see blue and yellow, but blue and yellow mixing to make green does not compute. My brain says, duh. What is that? What was that? Okay, I'm gonna put a little green on the end of this right here. That makes it stand a little bit more, right? Now, we need to find something else that can go a little green. Huh. Anything else on here we can do green? No, that might just be the one thing we can do green. Okay. So no more greens, which is weird because I usually try and, if I use a color on there, I try and repeat it in several other places so that it ties things together. This one though, with it being so small, I'm not really worried about it because I'll probably go back over it with some Nolan oil here in a second. Oops, let me stand back here. Once it dries, I'll probably go back over with some Nolan oil. This stuff, which is a shade, and it'll kind of seep down into the recesses and pop that out more, and it'll darken up the whole thing so you won't really notice. Green won't be too noticeable. Now, let's see here. Trying to think, what are we gonna do next? We need, what do we need? We need to do the eyes. This is gonna be rough. I want to do the outline of the eyes, the little ring around it in silver, looking like it's metallic, but the eyes itself, I want to make them look like reflected glass, so I'll do like a light blue. So for this, I have to be real careful because I just want the rings. You can see that I'm just trying to paint those little rings a little tinge of silver. Just so they'll pop out more. See? Oops. See how they pop out more now with the silver? I know it's really hard to see, but yeah. That silver makes it stand out. The metallic. Just making it look like it's going along with the rest of it. Tying the other silver things together with it. My little gun barrel orc. Looks like he's about to shoot him. Okay. Now for this next part, I'm going to need, let's move some of these guys. I'm going to need to do this base Calidor Sky Blue first, and then I'm gonna go over it with this layer Lawthorn Blue. But I want a blue base to start with, so that way I can kind of choose how light, because the layers are thinner. I can kind of layer them in a sense. But I want to make sure that blue just pops. So now this is base, so it's thick, so I had to be real careful. Put the brush tip in my mouth to get it super pointy, which you can't see because it won't focus. Anyway, I got it super tiny because these little eyes in here are super tiny. And I don't want to paint over anything I just painted over, so get a little blue in there. And get a little blue in here. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but the blue eyes. Okay. Blue eyes crying in the rain. No. Okay, closing that. Gotta, ouch, wash my brush again. Oh, getting my exercise today. Ow. Busted my kneecap just now. That hurts. Anyway, as I hobble back over from the sink, let's take this Lawthorn Blue. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Break it up. Shake it up. Okay, sorry. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see how much lighter blue that is? Beautiful blue. Love this blue. Matter of fact, I've used this blue before on lenses for an orc to make his goggles stand out more. So that blue I put on there dries pretty quickly, so I'm gonna go back over it, with this lighter blue. Oh yeah. Leaving a little bit of that darker blue on the edges to shine through. That way it gives it more of a 3D feel. And then here in a minute, I don't know if I can get this thing to focus. Focus, look closer. No, okay. I'll probably put some white squiggles in the lenses to make the sun look like the sun's reflecting off of it. At least that's what I'm trying to do. So I'll probably, move you. Probably use a little of this layer white scar here in a second. And I can use that also to do some highlights on certain things. Because I don't like to do a whole lot of dry brushing at the end, because sometimes you can go a little too crazy with it. So I just take a little bit of this layer Lawthorn white and just kind of run it across some of the edges towards the top where things would shine normally. Okay, shaking that up. Don't break it. Ouch. Man, this thing is dry and it pop. Okay, now for the squiggles. Got to get the brush super, super tiny again on tips. So into the mouth it goes. Okay, got to dab a little paint on there, and I'm just going to just kind of do a little light squiggle if I can. Or just make a little light dot on there. That kind of works too, because I can't really make a squiggle on this small surface. Oh no, it's kind of like his eyes are glowing a little bit. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, yeah, we're gonna lighten some other things up. Like maybe, bridge of his hat. Take my finger over it because I don't want it too bright. So kind of rub some of it off, maybe. Did I? All right. Not even on camera. I am so sorry, guys. I'm trying something different. Highlight on the top. Get some highlights. These edges up here. Just trying to go along the edges here to try and lighten them up a little bit to make them pop out a little bit more. That looks really cool. Probably do that down here some too. Not as much because it's towards the bottom, but I do want to highlight some of this stuff. Like, oops, a little too much paint on that one. But it's okay because we're just trying something a little different this time. We're gonna try and highlight some of these highlights and just see how this thing goes. I might actually go back over and kind of mess with that one a little bit more because that one kind of did not turn out good at all. Oh yeah, that's making it worse. Great. Stop messing, Hef. Stop messing. That one, oh God, that one's horrible. Let's try the edges. Just the edges, man. Not the whole thing, man. Definitely standing out more. Kinda. Okay, let's get some of